everyone, and welcome to Whitewright Stadium, and Whitewright Tiger Stadium, that is. Monty Walker along with Michael Mosier. This is a special night for the Howe Bulldogs, a chance to clinch the playoffs for the first time in quite some time. 4 years. 2010 was the last time that the Howe Bulldogs actually made the playoffs, and a big chance tonight on this trick-or-treat evening. Howe is 3-5 overall on Halloween night, going back to 1948. Looking for a treat tonight in Whitewright. Let's go over the starting lineup for Howe. The offense, Josh Griffin, 6 foot 220 and a senior. The left guard, Charles Overby, 5'10", 185 and a senior. The center, Tanner Hartsfield, 5'10", 180 and a sophomore. The right guard, Kiefer Rogers, 6 foot 225 and a senior. The tight end, Matt Griffin, 6'4", 265, a sophomore. The wide receiver for the Howe Bulldogs, Caleb Ake, 6'1", 190 and a senior. The slot back, 6 foot 180 junior Stratton Carroll, who last week had 136 yards and 2 touchdowns. His quarterback will be Joaquin Lopez, 5'11", 180 and a senior. The fullback for the Howe Bulldogs, Anthony Hawthorne, brings his 1,143 yards and 15 touchdowns to the game. And he also is flanked by Tyler Grisham, 5'11", 200. He has 412 yards, 2 touchdowns. And we will pause momentarily for the national anthem. We will take a quick timeout and be back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
I ain't afraid of the little ghosts.
Abby's Restaurant is family owned and run. They have the cure for all your home cooking cravings. Chicken fried steak, loaded baked potato, bacon patty melt, grilled chicken salad, cheese fries, jalapeno stuffed peppers, and more. Don't forget to save room for that cheesecake and cobbler with ice cream. We know you're going to love the food and the service. Abby's Restaurant in downtown Howe. They're open from 11 to 8, Monday through Saturday. Give them a call, 903-487-8860. Abby's Restaurant.
If you can't see the difference, why pay the difference? Switch to Dish for a great deal. Only Dish offers free HD for 24 months and premium movie channels free for 3 months, including Blockbuster at home. Save a bundle when you combine DishNet high-speed internet with your TV service. Get more for less with Dish. Visit Cavender Home Theater, your Dish authorized retailer, or call 903-892-3499 for details. CavenderHT.com.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Monty Walker along with Michael Mosier. Michael, why don't you go ahead and give us the starting defense for the Whitewright Tigers?
Linebacker Delvin Caraway, Clay Allman, right tackle Kent Haskett, left tackle John Hill, left end Austin Powell, left cornerback Trey Henderson, right cornerback Blake Henderson, middle linebacker Kelby Shaw, Sam linebacker Ruben Cano, free safety Kendall Shaw, and strong safety Jacob Pleasant.
The starting defense for the Howe Bulldogs will be Joaquin Lopez up front, 5'11", 180 pounds, defensive end. He probably won't play a whole lot. Cody Baker will, 5'10", 230 and a junior. Joel Minivar, 6 foot 220 and a junior. He is the defensive tackle. We'll have to see about Tristan Matthews. He hurt his knee last week. I'm not sure if he's going to be on the field tonight or not. Ty Portman, the defensive end, 5'10", 185 and a junior. The cornerbacks tonight, Quentin Harris and Easton Ross. Ross had those 3 interceptions against Tom Bean 2 weeks ago. The linebackers will be Dalton Felder, Dylan Moreau, and Tyler Grisham. You'll also see Andrew Griffin at times. The safeties, Anthony Hawthorne and Levi Merzinski. You'll see Stratton Carroll and at different times for the Howe Bulldogs at safety.
Whitewright offense, left tackle Kelby Shaw, left guard Jordan Bryan, center Clay Allman, right guard Kent Haskett, right tackle Ruben Cano, wide receiver Austin Powell, quarterback Kendall Shaw, slot back Jacob Pleasant, fullback Burke Hosier, slot back Seth Hames, and wide receiver Blake Henderson.
We had a chance to talk to Coach Zach Hudson early this morning, and He indicated that this is going to be a pretty tough game. They're going to spread the offense out and force a lot of one-on-one tackling, which Howe hasn't had to do in a couple of weeks. I've seen a lot of run game in the past couple of weeks from S&S and Tom Bean, but not a lot of passing. And Coach Hudson a little bit concerned about their offense because they have put up a lot of points. On offense, the Whitewright Tigers have put up 237 points on offense. That's compared to Howe, who scored 213. And you talk about the vaunted out offense from Howe and how many yards they've amassed and how many points they've amassed. Whitewright's actually scored more. Now, I'm not sure they played the same schedule, but you know, you have to give credit where credit is due, and they do get in the end zone.
Yeah, they started out really well, and they just kind of hit a skid, a small brick wall, and they just haven't been able to get over that wall. Head coach Zach Hudson, he's from Rockwall, Texas. His wife is Carrie, the former head volleyball coach. They have two kids, Kai and Bodie, both girls. Coach Hudson went to Navarro College, Texas A&M Commerce, where he played football at both. His record at Howe now is 7-11. He's the 25th head coach in Howe history. His coaching stops have been at Garland, Lakeview, Weimer as the defensive coordinator, LaGrange as the defensive coordinator, back to Weimer as the head coach and athletic director, and now here at Howe as the head coach and athletic director. One more win will tie him with Woody Martin, who has 8 in school history for Howe. The one more win, or 2 more wins actually, will push him tied with Arthur Boyle, and that's a legendary name in Howe. The Howe Bulldogs looking to make the playoffs and clinch the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. The Bulldogs have 17 district championships, 7 by-district championships, 3 area championships, and 1 regional championship. The Whitewright Tigers and the Howe Bulldogs have gone at it since 1935, the initial year for the Howe Bulldogs. Whitewright leads the series 24-15. Howe has won 4 in a row going back to 2008. Howe has scored 641 and Whitewright 858 overall. Whitewright won 9 in a row from 99 to 2007, and then Howe won 8 in a row from 82 to 91, including 5 straight shutouts, 1985 through 91. The Howe Bulldogs set a school record with 70 points in 1985 versus Whitewright, and then broke that record with 75 in 1990. The eventual school record for points in a game by Howe is 76. That was set in 1991 at S&S. Whitewright Tigers have come onto the field. They're in all black with gold helmets, black socks, black pants, black jerseys. They're going to have very hard numbers to read as well. I wish this little fad would go away where the numbers are the same colors as the jersey, because that's extremely hard to read. Yeah, a little easier than it was last week, though.
I don't know.
Last week was pretty tough.
This one is, I think, just as bad.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
Yeah, it could be.
Pretty close. Of course, I'm Mr. Magoo. I don't really have good eyes as it is to begin with. The Howe Bulldogs are getting in their tunnel now. White pants, white jerseys, black helmets, black numbers, and they are just about ready to make their way through their run-through. The cheerleaders are giving them a victory line, even though breast cancer awareness. Oh, it is still the last day.
October.
Last day to get your pink on. And here come the Howe Bulldogs from across the way. The captains will be at midfield in a moment. We're going to take a quick time out. Back with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
From my electro, they did the mash. They did them on.
For my family, life is a series of celebrations, from my newest born cousin to my grandmother. We all partake in births, weddings, and funerals. Wherever we celebrate, we need to feel welcome. That's why we choose Scoggins Funeral Home in Howe. Scoggins Funeral Home understands our needs. Talk to the caring staff at Scoggins Funeral Home. Call 903-532-5577 or visit scogginsfuneralhome.com.
GCEC Wireless, located in Van Alstyne off of Exit 51, can help you with all your Verizon wireless needs. They have a wide range of products and services, including smartphones, wireless home and mobile internet, wireless home phone service, and accessories. They're also your local DirecTV dealer. So come on by or call them at 903-712-2355. That's GCEC Wireless. And go Bulldogs!
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Monty Walker along with Michael Mosier and Stephen Braswell. He just ran his way up here from the Bulldog Tunnel and is deflating as we speak. And we hope the deflating part comes with the Whitewright Tigers tonight and not the Howe Bulldogs, who look to clinch the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. And what a night it would be if the Bulldogs could capture that and have a celebration tonight. Here the Bulldogs come on the field. Whitewright will be kicking right to left, and doing the kicking for Whitewright will be their field goal specialist, Hunter Slow. It's spelled S-L-O-U-H, Hunter Slow. So Howe will start out moving left to right. Anthony Hawthorne will be back deep, standing at about the 14-yard line. And we are just about underway here. And the kick is up. It's going to be taken by Hawthorne at the 20-yard line, going to the left side. And he is brought down just shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And that's how the Bulldogs will begin this evening, starting left to right, 1st and 10 at the 30, they'll call it 38-yard line.
Michael Gonzalez made a stop for the Tigers. Yeah, those numbers are going to be a little hard to see, especially at the distance.
I'm not sure what we're going to do about that. Here's the handoff, right side. Stratton Carroll's got a lot of room, shakes one defender. He's got the 50, 45, 40. Look out, kiss him goodbye. It is touchdown time in Texas. The first play of the game results in a 62-yard touchdown for Stratton Carroll.
Wow. That's 11:40 left on the clock. Yeah, oh, that might be. It's going to be a long.
That's a good way to start.
Good way to start. Great way to start.
One play. That's an easy scoring drive recap. One play, 68 yards.
You don't have to ride as much.
Yeah, I like that. Honecker will come on for the PAT. This is about the third week I've been fighting this cold or congestion. So it's BYOK again tonight. Bring your own Kleenex. Here's Honecker's kick. It's low, but it's a line drive and it's banged right through. 11:40 left to go. And we will take a quick timeout and be back in a moment with more Howe Bulldogs football on HoweEnterprise.com. Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Monty Walker along with Stephen Braswell. The kick is going to be a high pooch kick, going to finally be taken. It actually took a hop, stayed around for a while, and it looks like Ty Portman is down at the 35-yard line, and so is Whitewright. Whitewright will start at the 36. Portman's still not up.
He took a pretty good shot. He's slow getting up. Maybe just got the breath knocked out of him.
The coaches will come out. Ricky Ake, the trainer, will come out. Ricky Ake's been here for 26 years as the head athletic trainer. They will take a look at Portman.
Maybe he just got the breath knocked out of him. He took a pretty good shot running down to make that tackle.
The Whitewright Tigers will start off with their quarterback, Kendall Shaw, the 5'10", 142 sophomore. He has thrown 86 times, he's completed 86 passes out of 170, thrown 6 interceptions, has 1,111 yards through the air and 9 touchdowns, so definitely a passing threat from Shaw. And Portman now is going to have to leave at least one play as he walks off pretty good. I think he just got his bell rung.
Ball at the 36-yard line of the Tigers, 1st and 10.
So 11:31 left to go in the first quarter. Again, Carroll has scored on the first play of the game. And Howe leads 7-0. This is going to be a fake. Throwing out right side in the flat. It's going to be caught by the receiver from Whitewright. A gain of 6. And it's so hard to tell with those numbers on who that is on the far side.
I think it was Trey Henderson, and then Easton Ross ran him out of bounds.
Yeah, Ross, the defender on the far side, but seeing those black numbers on the black jerseys is just almost impossible.
I'm sorry, that's Blake Henderson.
There's 3 Hendersons on the Whitewright team. Here's a handoff right side brought down almost immediately by J.P. Queen, and I believe that was Bert Hosier.
22 for Whitewright.
Burke Hosier on the carry for the Whitewright Tigers. He has 77 carries, 445 yards, and 8 touchdowns on the year. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for Whitewright. Shotgun formation and throw it out to the near side. That's Austin Powell. He makes the catch, shakes one defender. Is going to be right at the 1st down marker. And Powell gained enough right at about the 46-yard line, and we'll see what the officials think about that, whether they're going to take time and measure or whether they think it's 1st down. Nope, they're going to measure. Official timeout.
Nick Wilson and Anthony Hawthorne in on the stop.
So needing to get to the 46, they are the Tigers are right there, right at the marker. We'll see what this, when they stretch it, we'll see what happens here. They're going to bring the chains all the way to the near side, and it is a 1st down.
Even the down markers are yellow.
Yeah, it seems like everything here is...
Even our light.
When we turn the light on, everything is yellow. It's a little strange over here.
Yeah, Monty, you look a little peaked.
I feel it. All right, now 1st and 10 for Whitewright. They haven't flipped the down marker. Now they do. 1st and 10, and this will be Shaw in the gun. High snap. They'll bring it down. Actually, that's not Shaw. Running around the right side. He's very quick, and I believe that is Jacob Pleasant, and I'm wrong. That is Shaw. Shaw can really move. He also has 104 carries for 382 yards and 11 touchdowns coming into the game. I'm not sure how Stephen Braswell can see these numbers. He's got the hardest job tonight, I believe. Oh,
cheating.
He's got the binoculars. Nice. 2nd and 5 for Whitewright. Shaw rolls out, now turns around, wants to throw the screen pass out right side. His receiver falls down almost immediately, and I believe that was Blake Henderson on the reception, and it was. And good for about 5 yards. We'll bring up a 3rd and 5 situation here for Whitewright.
Yeah, he slipped. As soon as he caught that ball, he slipped.
Nick Wilson, the cornerback on the near side. Dalton Felder, the linebacker. Playing the quarterback on the option, and Shaw just burned him. Shaw ran right to Felder, made a nifty move like he was going to pitch the ball back, and then just kind of shook Felder out of his jeans for a 1st down.
Nick Wilson made the stop. He just kind of gave him a little shoulder move, and he was gone.
A great fake by Shaw as Whitewright moves the ball inside Howe 40 at the 38-yard line. Shotgun formation as always. Shaw wants to throw the screen pass out near side. He escapes Wilson, but he can't escape the next 2 defenders, and that is Griffin and J.P. Queen. Both there to make the stop after Wilson came up and tried to make the stop, but Powell just kind of shook him a little bit and went right past him for a couple of yards. He actually gets back to the original line of scrimmage because it was a lateral pass. 2nd and 10. Shaw rolling out right side, wanting to throw down the field. It's almost intercepted. It was, I believe that was Felder, who's looking for his 3rd interception in his 2 weeks, rather.
Yeah, he almost picked that one off.
Felder moving over to linebacker after playing safety for much of the 1st of the year has made that transition very well.
Yeah, if he'd have picked that one off, I'm not sure he would have took it to the house.
But Dalton has a cast on his right hand. He broke his hand.
As you might hear there, Stephen Braswell points out that Felder broke his right hand and has a cast on it, and that could be the reason that he did not make that interception. Here's a 5-yard penalty against Whitewright that'll back him up. Instead of being 3rd and 10, it'll now be 3rd and 15.
Portman is back in his usual spot. He just run back out on the field. He is here on this end position. Let's see what he does.
8:16 left to go in the first quarter. Howe on top 7-0 after a 62-yard Stratton Carroll run on the very first play of the game. Setting up the screen on the near side, and it's dropped. Shaw was backpedaling way back and trying to hit his receiver, and it was just simply dropped. The running back coming out of the backfield, and Hosier dropped it. So it'll be 4th and 15 for Whitewright, moving right to left. And looks like they're in punt formation. Hawthorne will now back up to about the 10. The kick by Dylan Kendrick will bounce at about the 15. Take a good Whitewright roll. And they will kill it at the 1-yard line. A great punt by Kendrick, as Howe will start at the 1. Now, if you're wondering, the longest run in school history is 98 yards. Randy Gear did it twice, his sophomore and junior year. And Anthony Hawthorne, when he gets the ball, can break that record.
Yeah, he
right
sure
here.
could. He could.
He can go at any time. Everybody tight. Lopez under center. Hand off. Hawthorne just lowers his head and just trying to get out of the end zone. And he will make his way up to about the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, the Tigers made the sack.
The Tigers.
There were so many there. You can't just pick out one.
Hartsfield makes his way to the line of scrimmage. Everybody else follows him. Lopez looks around, goes under center, sends Stratton Carroll in motion, handoff. No, Lopez keeps it, and he's got some room. Look out. He's got the 30, being chased down at the 50, at the 40, at the 30, at the 20. It's a foot race to the 5. It is touchdown time in Texas.
Wow.
97 yards. 1 yard off of the school record. Joaquin Lopez takes it to the house.
It was 2 plays. 2 plays.
So the Bulldogs have run 3 plays so far tonight.
Scored twice.
Scored twice, one from 68, one from 97. And we're awaiting this PAT, and what a great start to this football game.
Now, Honaker makes his PATs. That make him, what's that make him on the year?
He's only missed 2 on the year. Easton Ross will hold. The kick is up, and it is good. 14-0 with 7:02 left to go in the first quarter. Howe on top of Whitewright. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
Think back to the best fried pie you've ever had. It won't compare to Sweetie Pies in Van Alstyne. They have handmade apricot, apple, peach, buttermilk, chocolate, coconut, and lemon fried pies that melt in your mouth. Located at 120 South Main Street in Van Alstyne on the east side of downtown. Give them a call at 903-712-PIES. That's 903-712-7437. Sweetie Pies can also make custom Howe cookies, muffins, and other baked goods.
It's way too hot for your vehicle's AC to go out. Head over to 4A Automotive in Howe for their special air conditioning service checkup for just $39.95. For over 10 years, they've provided the most reliable and dependable service and repairs in the area. 4A Automotive is a bumper-to-bumper service shop. They do it all, from autos to diesels, and they're front-end specialists too. So call 4A Automotive today at 903-546-0024. They're located 4 miles east of Howe at the corner of FM 902 and Luella Road.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Monty Walker along with Michael Mosier and Stephen Braswell. Honaker ready to bang this one through. And this one will be a high kick. Be taken finally after it bounces.
Yeah, I'm not real sure why Whitewright just watched it. But
And a defender,
Blake Henderson is the guy that came up with the ball.
and he was stopped at the 31-yard line, and that's where they'll take over. So there's a 6:51 on the clock, and Whitewright has the ball again, trying to get something going on offense. Taking their time here over in the huddle.
This whole 40-second clock throws me off. Still. You know, you're used to the hurry, hurry, hurry. Now it's everybody slows down, takes their time.
This will be Shaw rolling out right side, wanting to throw, and he does, and he hits his man, and brought down after about a 7-yard gain, and I believe on the reception is going to be Blake Henderson. And Henderson, again, came in tonight with 25 receptions, 309 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Easton Ross in on the stop.
He gets 8 yards right there on first down. We'll bring up 2nd down and 2. Shotgun. Shaw handoff to Hosier up the middle. First down and more as he carries several defenders across the 50 into Howe territory at the 46-yard line.
And you know, we've had this conversation millions of times, but when your safety is having to make the stop, then something's going wrong up front. Anthony Hawthorne made the stop for the Bulldogs. Anthony and Levi, you know, and you just can't have that. You got to stop them at the line.
Here's Whitewright with a fresh set of downs. Shaw wants to throw, 3-step drop, looking to the near side. Now flushed out of the pocket and rolling. Felder in his face. He has to throw, and it falls incomplete, looking for his receiver, dragging across. And I believe that is going to be Delvin Caraway, the intended receiver, but it fell just a little bit short with Felder in his face. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Whitewright. Shaw in the gun, rolling near side again. Wants to fake the option, and he does actually option it this time. Almost throws it away as Hosier had to go up for it. It was balancing on his shoulder pad at one point. He brings it back in, and it's a gain of about 4.5, maybe 5 yards for Whitewright, and it'll bring up 3rd and 5.5.
Yeah, that was one of them uh-oh passes there. That was one of them options. He might have just kept it and took his lumps.
Yeah, earlier he was able to run that option, keep it after he faked Felder out. And here's Shaw dropping back about 10 steps, now coming to the near side. Under pressure, just heaves it out of bounds, and it'll be 4th and 6 for Whitewright.
Jacob Taylor running him out of bounds.
All kinds of pressure there.
And Jacob Taylor is a freshman, 5'10", 190. Come from that backside and chased Shaw all the way out of bounds. It looks like Whitewright's going to go for it.
They are going for it on 4th and 6. Running the option on the other side. And this time it goes on the ground, and Howe has it. The Bulldogs will take over at the 46-yard line, just shy of midfield, after the option and the fumble.
Again, Jacob Taylor in the right spot at the right time. He come up with that fumble.
So you hear there, Howe will take over at their own 47 with 4:57 left to go here in the first quarter.
Okay.
Leading 14-0 over Whitewright.
This is play number 4.
Again, a little audio problems tonight. This will be Brandon Wall into the game instead of Joaquin Lopez, who actually was still in the game. Timeout's been called. We will take 1-2 back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic and Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only, where you get great food and big smiles. And a little message for all our Howe football players: go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. 'Cause it's not just good, it's Sonic good.
You're invited to the one and only Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Buck Snort Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnortbarbecue.com. That's bucksnortbbq.com. Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Here's Howe, and it'll be Lopez on the handoff, and not much doing there on first down, as it'll bring up second down and 10. Maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage was, I believe that was Tyler Grisham on the carry, his first carry of the night.
Trey Henderson and Ruben Cano in on the stop for the Tigers.
So here comes the Bulldogs on second down and 9. Give Tyler Grisham 1 yard on the carry. Here's going to be a handoff. Hawthorne right side. He's met at the line of scrimmage and not much doing there. Got back to the line of scrimmage and just shy of midfield, maybe a half yard. It'll be third and long for the Howe Bulldogs, and for the first time tonight, they've had a little bit of difficulty.
Yes, they have. Let's say Clay Allman, Kent Haskett, and John Hill in on the stop for the Tigers. Pretty much covers the front defensive line.
On third and long, here's Lopez handing off. Stratton Carroll on the far side, spinning at his way out of a tackle. Very close to the first down. His forward progress might have got him there, and I'm not sure it's going to be very close. He may have come up just a little bit short, and I think we're going to see a fourth down situation here from the Bulldogs. So 4th and 1, and Howe will go for it. Tanner Hartsfield under center. Big play here. Lopez. He goes under center. He will hand off. Hawthorne left side. He's got some room. Look out. He's got the 10. He's got the 5. Kissing goodbye. It is touchdown time in Texas. Just like that, anytime Hawthorne touches the ball, he can go. And he just went.
He hit that outside edge and he was gone.
43 yards. And Howe has scored from 43, 62, and 97 so far in this football game. And we're at the 3:22 mark in the first quarter. Wow.
That was a good play. He hit that outside edge, and he gets that edge, he's gone.
Honaker on for the PAT. And this one was close to being blocked, but it bangs right through. 21-0, Howe in the lead. We'll take a quick timeout. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
The Howe Athletic Booster Club invites you to become a supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
The type of kids we have, they're just hard workers and do anything you ask.
Memberships are $25 and will be available at all home games. All proceeds benefit high school and middle school athletic programs. Please join the Howe Athletic Booster Club in our efforts to support our hometown kids.
When people come here, it's something they can be proud of.
The Howe Enterprise has served Howe as the hometown news since 1963. Since then, the Bulldogs have won 8 district, 7 by-district, 3 area championships, and 1 regional title. We've seen 14 different head coaches during that time. The Howe Enterprise has been with the Bulldogs for 51 years. We were there when the Pride of Howe won 3 band state championships. HoweEnterprise.com publishes weekly on Mondays.
Here is the kickoff by Honaker. It takes one bounce, and Whitewright will pick it up, make their way up to the 35-yard line. And that's where they'll start this next possession. This is Whitewright's 3rd possession of this first quarter. Nothing to show for it points-wise as we start here at the 3:12 mark in the first.
Trey Henderson took that kickoff for the Tigers.
Early early score from Gunner. Tom Bean leading Gunner 7-6. Okay, any wages on how long?
Leonard.
Oh, Leonard rather. Leonard 7-6. Any wages on how long that will last? Here's
Probably not too long.
Shaw is going to be brought down in the backfield, and a nice job there up front for the
Joel
Bulldogs.
Minivar in on the stop, but Shaw was trying to get away from Ty Portman. It was like a rocket on rails. He had him dead in his sights. Love to watch Ty Portman play football.
He can play some defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the near side. Whitewright moving right to left. Shotgun, rolls out right, wants to throw. Looking down the field, stops and throws, and it is caught for maybe about a 3-yard gain on the far side.
A stop made by Dalton Felder. Blake Henderson made that catch.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 15 for Whitewright. We'll call it 3rd and 14. That's what the scoreboard says. This time they'll send twins to the near side, twin receivers bunched together on the near side. And now a slot moves over to the near side. And coming this way is Shaw, wanting to throw down the field. Wide open is, I believe that is Powell, who makes the catch and has enough for a first down. That's actually Jacob Pleasant. And he will move the sticks after a pretty good gain there up to the 48-yard line, just shy of midfield.
Yeah, that's something that we haven't seen in weeks past, is a passing game.
Yeah, Coach Hudson was talking about that early this morning, about having to make open field tackles. Here's Shaw rolling right side, wanting to throw. This one a little bit too high, goes out of bounds and falls incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. There is 1:26 left to go in the first quarter. Howe up 21-0.
Yeah, I've known Blake Henderson for a long time. I think that ball was, he's tall, and that ball was a little too high for him.
I played against Henderson from Whitewright back in 90 and 91. I believe his name was Danny Henderson.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what Blake's dad is. His name is.
Wow, there's a pass out to the near side, a screen pass to Powell, and he was hit immediately. It was a great play read by Quentin Harris as Shaw tried to roll around and flip it back to the near side, and right there was Harris to put the pop on Powell. Almost at the same time the ball got to him, and just fell incomplete, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 now. Whitewright comes to the line of scrimmage, sends 3 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. 1 man in the backfield is Hosier. Shaw dropping back, wants to throw the screen pass out to Hosier, makes the catch. He goes back to the far side and barrels his way across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That's actually Dylan Kendrick on the reception. And that will bring up a 4th and 5.
Yeah, and you never guess, who was waiting on him to come back that direction was Mr. Ty Portman.
4th and 5, Whitewright going for it. 3 receivers to the right, 2 actually to the left. No men in the backfield except for the quarterback Shaw. Changes the play, says something to his receivers, now takes 3 steps back, wants to come near side. Telling his receiver where he wants him to go, and then throws it to Powell, but it's just a little bit outside and falls incomplete. Powell made the catch, but he was a yard outside.
He was right outside
It'll be a turnover on downs, and Hal will take over as we had the Scarecrow just come up. I think that was a Scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz just trying to offer us some candy. Thank you, sir, but no thank you.
I'm good.
I don't need what you're selling. It's a little bit creepy. 27 seconds on the first quarter clock, moving left to right. Howe sends Carroll in motion. And Lopez rolls out, wants to throw. Has no one to throw to and throws it out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Lopez, a very smart job of just getting rid of it. No real need to. He took a shot at the end too, it looks like.
Yeah. I I was watching the ball go out of bounds, and I watched it hit our Bulldog mascot, and our mascot very active this year, and he just kind of fell to the ground like, hey.
So here we go at the 47-yard line. Handoff, Tyler Grisham, and he barrels his way to over the 50 to the 45-yard line. And that'll be about an 8 or 9 yard gain on second down, and now Howe pushes their way into Whitewright territory.
Ruben Cano in on the stop for the Tigers.
That will be the end of the first quarter. We will take a timeout. Howe leading 21-0. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
Carrie's Coffee Company in historic downtown Van Alstyne, next to the post office, is the new upscale coffee shop serving Van Alstyne, Howe, and surrounding areas. Carrie's Coffee Company offers a wide variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages and baked goods. Come visit Carrie's Coffee Company in downtown Van Alstyne, next to the post office, and mention this ad and get 50% off your first beverage. Open Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 7 a.m. on Saturdays. Carrie's Coffee Company is Texas quality.
Your business has a story to tell. Let Fast Signs help you tell it using the right mix of visual communication solutions like signs, banners, digital displays, vehicle graphics, mobile marketing, and so much more. Give Fast Signs your business challenge and we'll come up with a plan to grow your business, reach more customers, and accomplish more than you ever thought possible. Fast Signs. More than fast, more than signs.
Fast Signs Texoma, located at 1916 North Grand Avenue in Sherman, 903-893-SIGN.
Welcome back. As Howe enters the second quarter, a handoff to Stratton Carroll. He gets the first down and more to the 38-yard line, a gain of about 5. And brought down by a host of the Tigers, I believe.
These numbers, I guess they are harder to see than... Stephen on his had his app up. It's 7-7 S&S Gunner. But that may be a good ball game tonight too.
Lopez, handoff Hawthorne, left side. Had a great opening for a moment, then it closed down, a gain of about 5. And the Bulldogs just marching tonight. That's all they're doing, is just moving forward.
Dylan Kendrick for the Tigers in on the stop.
The Bulldogs have run 9 plays and 223 yards so far. Lopez, handoff, Hawthorne, right side, and he's got close to the first down across the 30 to about the 29-yard line. The school record was set a few weeks back against Tom Bean, 589 yards rushing, and if we keep pace here, that'll be shattered if we keep pace.
Dylan Kendrick in on the stop for the Tigers.
Third down and short, as Hawthorne did not make it to the first down mark.
They measuring.
Well, now they're actually measuring over there, and yeah, it's about 8 inches short. Now the officials are going back to the middle of the field and resetting the ball to where it actually is with that 8-inch mark in mind. So third down and short. I'm not sure why they take all the time to do that, because you know what's going to happen next. The very next play is going to be a first down by Hawthorne running right side.
Right.
And all of that work. Oh well, maybe I shouldn't jinx it. I know somebody probably thinks that.
Oh yeah, you did.
Somebody probably thinks that. My mother's listening again.
Yes, and you got us in trouble last week.
Oh, this will be. Please be a first down. very close, as I believe Lopez might have kept it.
The announcer says he fumbled, but we're going to say he kept it on the
Maybe
quarterback's
he
knee.
fumbled the snap, and we're going to have another measurement here. As I'm just going to have to start keeping my mouth shut on some things.
Only when your mom's listening.
Mom listens all the time.
Well, then we're in trouble.
They'll pull the chains now, and it's a first down. So there you go, Mom. I didn't jinx anything.
That's right.
She's probably busy trick-or-treating with the kid anyway.
Oh, it is trick-or-treat. I forget about that. We had that conversation.
That's why we had the scarecrow come up here.
That's why the scarecrow was here.
Scare me to death.
See, we should have brought some candy.
Creepy guy.
We could have tossed some out the window.
10:07 on the second quarter clock. Howe with a new set of downs in Whitewright territory at the 28-yard line. Moving right to left now as we switched ends. The head coach has wanted to say something to the official over there. The head coach is Wes Roden. He's from Arlington, Texas. Went to Harding University and played receiver there. He replaced Jack Wiley here at Whitewright last season as the athletic director and head coach. In 2010, he was the head coach at Canton that went 10-2 and went to the semifinals. He's also been an assistant at Paris Chisholm, Belton, Flower Mound Marcus, and Waco Robinson. The Whitewright Tigers haven't made the playoffs since 2004, and the Howe Bulldogs haven't made it since 2010.
That's some pretty big names under his belt.
Other than
Marcus.
Other than last year, rather, Whitewright made the playoffs last year for the first time in 7 years. Yeah. So a gain right there, a minimal gain of about 4 yards, and that will be Tyler Grisham on the carry. It'll bring up second down and about 6. 21-0. Howe in the lead with 9:26 and rolling here in the second quarter. And my mother is listening. I just got a text, and she said I lucked out.
No.
Second down. Here's a handoff. Carroll coming near side, and he's going to be close to another first down at about the 18, 19-yard line.
He was met in the backfield. By Trolling Lampkin, but he just couldn't hold on, and he got squeezed out an extra 3 or 4 yards.
It'll be a very short chain pull again, but this time they're not electing to pull the chain. It's about the same distance as it was a moment ago, but it'll be third and very short. You can't just pull those chains every time. So here Carroll in motion, handoff Hawthorne. He's got the first down and barrels his way to about the 12-yard line. And Howe will have a fresh set of downs at the 12. So just moving right along here.
I'm sorry. I'm not real sure how we ended up with the freshman Clay Marshall at almost the goal line, but his helmet about 5 yards to the south of him, almost in the end zone. I hope his head wasn't in it.
Yeah. Now that would make news.
And he has to go off the field. That's a mandatory thing, I believe, is it not? Lose your helmet, you got to come out one play.
One play. Handoff right side Hawthorne. He's barreling his way towards that end zone. Will not make the end zone, but he does make the 8-yard line. And Howe looking to be in great shape to punch it in here on second down and about 4. Can get a first down at the 2-yard line.
Ruben Cano made the stop. And just for everybody's knowledge, Clay Marshall is back in the game with his head and his helmet. So that's good.
So second down and 4. Hartsfield breaks the huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage. Joaquin Lopez follows him. Goes under center, handoff. Hawthorne right side for about 3 to about the 2-yard line. That's where he needed to get the first down. It's going to be close to that. And it will be a first down. So it's first and goal now from the 2.
Ruben Cano in on the stop for the Tigers.
7:05 and rolling in the second quarter. Howe up 21-0. Looking to punch it in here. The school record is 76 points, by the way, if anybody was wondering. Here's Lopez under center, handoff left side, and I believe that's Grisham who won't make it. No, that's Hawthorne, and he'll make it to the 1. So a gain of 1. It'll be second and goal from the 1. Howe does not throw the football. They will not throw the football here.
Whitewright stiffened up on that goal line stance, and Jacob Pleasant made the stop. Scarecrow with the candy bag is quite popular.
And scary. Second down and goal. Lopez sends Stratton Carroll in motion. Handoff Hawthorne, right side, pushing. Did he get in? Yes. It is touchdown time in Texas. And Howe extends their lead 27-0 in the second quarter with the PAT remaining.
Yeah, well,
and 6:05 on the clock.
That's the second effort pushed him over the line there.
So Hawthorne scores his second touchdown of the night and his 17th on the season. Pretty impressive numbers for Anthony Hawthorne, as he is ranking among the top in all school history here, moving his way up towards the top. 28-0 after the PAT is good. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
I ain't afraid of the little ghosts.
Abby's Restaurant is family owned and run. They have the cure for all your home cooking cravings. Chicken fried steak, loaded baked potato, bacon patty melt, grilled chicken salad, cheese fries, jalapeno stuffed peppers, and more. Don't forget to save room for that cheesecake and cobbler with ice cream. We know you're going to love the food and the service. Abby's Restaurant in downtown Howe. They're open from 11 to 8, Monday through Saturday. Give them a call, 903-487-8860. Abby's Restaurant.
If you can't see the difference, why pay the difference? Switch to Dish for a great deal. Only Dish offers free HD for 24 months and premium movie channels free for 3 months, including Blockbuster at home. Save a bundle when you combine DishNet high-speed internet with your TV service. Get more for less with Dish. Visit Cavender Home Theater, your Dish authorized retailer, or call 903-892-3499 for details. CavenderHT.com.
Here's the kickoff, and it's going to be recovered by Howe. I believe it was a lazy pooch kick that bounced at about the 33-yard line. Bounced up, and I believe it was
Quentin Harris
who came up with the football. The officials are talking about something. I'm honestly not sure how it's not Howe football, as Quentin Harris came up with it right off the turf. But it looks like the Howe defense is on the field, so something we missed. The Howe defense is on the field. Again, starting tonight for Tristan Matthews, Stump Matthews, is Austin Bearden. Bearden playing nose guard tonight, as Matthews had looked like a possible strain of the knee.
Yeah, last Friday.
Yeah, he injured his knee last week versus S&S. Not sure of the exact results of that. There are HIPAA laws in effect, and some things we just can't say as broadcasters. Moving left to right is Whitewright. Say that 5 times. 28-0, Howe in the lead. Here's a handoff to Hosier left side, and he'll barrel his way for about 3 yards. And that'll bring up second and about 7 for Whitewright. Again,
Joel Minivar in on the stop.
Their numbers are just extremely hard to see with the black numbers on the black jerseys. The numbers are outlined in gold, but it's just not very thick and just very hard to see. Rolling right, and now pitching the ball to Hosier, and Hosier in all kinds of trouble. In jail, and finally brought down at about the line of scrimmage. Might have even lost a yard at the 36-yard line.
Austin Bearden was the first Bulldog in on the stop. You know, we were just talking that he's starting in Tristan Matthews' spot tonight, and He's working hard.
So Whitewright started this drive at their own 34, and they are now at the 36. Shaw drops back, wants to set up the screen, does for Hosier, makes the catch. He's got a first down and more, steps out of bounds after crossing the 50, and goes out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. And Whitewright will stretch the field there and move it into Howe territory.
Yeah, Michael Kerr, Levi Mazinski, and Easton Ross run him out of bounds. Or he may have just chose to step out of bounds when you got those three coming at you. Somebody's fixing to hit you.
Whitewright so far this evening has not been able to convert much of anything. They've punted and turned the ball over on downs. There's a handoff to Hosier, and he'll be wrestled down by Minivar after a gain of about 1, but Minivar was just there to make a huge stop.
And Minivar and Dylan Moreau. It's the first time we've called his name tonight.
As you hear the 1-yard gain, will bring up 2nd down and 9. A nice crowd from Howe coming over, making that way through Tom Bean. I hope nobody got a speeding ticket going through there. Here's Shaw wanting to throw the ball deep down the field for the first time, and it's going to be incomplete, almost intercepted by Levi Merzinski. But the ball came down and just came out of his hands. A great position by Merzinski, but could not come down with it, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 9 situation for the Tigers.
It was almost a circus-style catch for Blake Henderson.
It's the first time we've seen him go down the field, Whitewright go down the field and throw the deep ball. A lot of screens tonight from Whitewright, but it's the first time Shaw has unleashed that right arm. Shotgun, Shaw rolling out to the far side, to the right, wanting to throw, and it is caught and then fumbled, and it looks like Howe's going to be on the football at the 26-yard line. And that's what the officials say. It's Howe ball at the 26 after the catch and fumble.
Good job by the Bulldogs. Jacob Pleasant was who the pass was. He's a receiver for the Tigers that caught the ball.
The ball actually at the 27 in Howe territory. 3:42 on the 2nd quarter clock. Howe leading 28-0. And this will be a carry to the near side by Stratton Carroll. Look out. Stiff arming a man to the 40. Trying to shake a defender at the 30. Dragging him all the way to the 25-yard line.
Kendall Shaw in on the stop for the Tigers.
So now Howe goes from one 20-yard line to the other, from the 27 to the 25.
Yeah, you know, and as we said earlier, if your safeties are making these stops, then something's going wrong up front.
Everybody tight, and this will be Lopez wanting to keep it around the left side. He'll gain 1 or 2. Not much there. He had, of course, the 97-yard run for a touchdown early in the game. On the season, Lopez came in with 39 carries for 84 yards and 1 touchdown. It looked like Lopez did a great job of extending himself on that 97-yard run, because I thought he was going to be run down.
Right.
But he kept going. Looked like he was in a little bit better shape than the Whitewright defender, because he was able to sustain, and the Whitewright defender kind of fell off a little bit. Here's Lopez, handoff to Tyler Grisham on the left side. He will roll over and barrel over one defender inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. And Grisham really running strong this week, and last week for that matter.
Christian Martinez made the stop for the Tigers.
Zach Blevins will bring in the play for the Bulldogs, and he'll be the tight end on the right side. Grisham in motion. He'll get the toss, rolling right side, looking for a block, gets it now, cuts it back inside, and will take about 11 Whitewright Tigers to bring him down, and he's going to gain maybe 1 yard on the toss, maybe 2. They'll give him 2 yards on the toss.
Yeah, we're going to just leave it at the Tigers.
Yeah.
They were all in on that one.
Every gold helmet on the defense was around Tyler Grisham on that play. Second and about 8. Man in motion. They will hand to him. That is Hawthorne coming near side, trying to find a block. Cuts it up. Rolls over one defender. Inside the 9 to the 6 yard line. As he got a great block over there from Stratton Carroll. And Hawthorne just simply ran behind his shoulder pads and popped one defender.
Delvin Caraway and Kelby Shaw in on the stop for the Tigers.
3rd and 3. Lopez under center. Bulldogs moving quickly. Carroll in motion. Handoff. Hawthorne. No, actually, Lopez kept it, and he was hit immediately. Looking to run was Lopez, but he was not going anywhere. Timeout's been called by the Bulldogs. We'll take one, too. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
From my Electro, they did the mash. They did the Mons.
For my family, life is a series of celebrations. From my newest born cousin to my grandmother. We all partake in births, weddings, and funerals. Wherever we celebrate, we need to feel welcome. That's why we choose Scoggins Funeral Home in Howe. Scoggins Funeral Home understands our needs. Talk to the caring staff at Scoggins Funeral Home. Call 903-532-5577 or visit scogginsfuneralhome.com.
GCEC Wireless, located in Van Alstyne off of Exit 51, can help you with all your Verizon wireless needs. They have a wide range of products and services, including smartphones, wireless home and mobile internet, wireless home phone service, and accessories. They're also your local DirecTV dealer. So come on by or call them at 903-712-2355. That's GCEC Wireless. And go Bulldogs!
Honaker on to boot this 25-yard field goal, but another timeout's been called. Whitewright may be trying to ice the kicker here. We'll take another quick timeout. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
Think back to the best fried pie you've ever had. It won't compare to Sweetie Pies in Van Alstyne. They have handmade apricot, apple, peach, buttermilk, chocolate, coconut, and lemon fried pies that melt in your mouth. Located at 120 South Main Street in Van Alstyne on the east side of downtown. Give them a call at 903-712-PIES. That's 903-712-7437. Sweetie Pies can also make custom Howe cookies, muffins, and other baked goods.
It's way too hot for your vehicle's AC to go out. Head over to 4A Automotive in Howe for their special air conditioning service checkup for just $39.95. For over 10 years, they've provided the most reliable and dependable service and repairs in the area. 4A Automotive is a bumper-to-bumper service shop. They do it all, from autos to diesels, and they're front-end specialists too. So call 4A Automotive today at 903-546-0024. They're located 4 miles east of Howe at the corner of FM 902 and Luella Road.
Here is Honaker on for a 25-yard field goal on 4th and 4. High snap, brought down. It is a low line drive kick that goes right through the uprights. The freshman bangs it through from 25 yards out, and Howe ups the lead on Whitewright 31-0 with 46 seconds left to go in the second quarter. We'll take a quick timeout. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only, where you get great food and big smiles. And a little message for all our Howe football players: go Bulldogs, fight, Bulldogs win, win, win. Because it's not just good, it's Sonic good.
You're invited to the one and only Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Buck Snort Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnortbarbecue.com. That's bucksnortbbq.com. Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. A high pooch kick going to be taken by Whitewright on the far side and brought down after about 3 yards to the 38-yard line. And that's where Whitewright will start their next possession with only 40 seconds remaining on the second quarter clock before half. And Whitewright looking to do something offensively tonight that they haven't done so far, and that's score points.
Yeah, while we're loading up here, Tom Bean and Leonard. Tom Bean 7, Leonard 6.
Still.
Wow. And Gunner on top of S&S 14-7. Second quarter, Steven said on that one.
Shotgun for Shaw, moving left to right is Whitewright. Wants to throw the screen pass near side. It's caught at the 35, rolling near side, and going to be brought down by Easton Ross just shy of the 40 at the 39-yard line. Hawthorne also in pursuit, but you see a lot of screen passes from Whitewright.
Yes, they have done that quite a bit. But he opens up. I mean, he threw, 30, 40 yards downfield, and he needs to open up maybe a little farther.
Another screen pass, and that's to Hosier, and he's in traffic and caught behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of one, and the clock is still rolling at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the half. Howe leading 31-0. We're at the half. If Howe can hang on to this lead, they are mathematically in the playoffs for the first time since 2010. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
The Howe Athletic Booster Club invites you to become a supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
The type of kids we have, they're just hard workers and do anything you ask.
Memberships are $25 and will be available at all home games. All proceeds benefit high school and middle school athletic programs. Please join the Howe Athletic Booster Club in our efforts to support our hometown kids.
When people come here, it's something they can be proud of.
The Howe Enterprise has served Howe as the hometown news since 1963. Since then, the Bulldogs have won 8 district, 7 by-district, 3 area championships, and 1 regional title. We've seen 14 different head coaches during that time. The Howe Enterprise has been with the Bulldogs for 51 years. We were there when the Pride of Howe won 3 band state championships. HoweEnterprise.com publishes weekly on Mondays.
Hold everything. We are back. There was 2 seconds left. Whitewright called a timeout and throwing it down the field, and a great catch made. And that will definitely end the first half. But apparently Whitewright had called a timeout. Blake Henderson made that great one-handed catch right there to end the half. But doesn't change anything. Howe will go to the locker room now. Oh, there is a penalty, but it is against Whitewright. So that will end the half. And Howe is leading 31-0. We will continue with our halftime timeout. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
Carrie's Coffee Company in historic downtown Van Alstyne, next to the post office, is the new upscale coffee shop serving Van Alstyne, Howe, and surrounding areas. Carrie's Coffee Company offers a wide variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages and baked goods. Come visit Carrie's Coffee Company in downtown Van Alstyne, next to the post office, and mention this ad and get 50% off your first beverage. Open Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 7 a.m. on Saturdays. Carrie's Coffee Company is Texas quality.
Your business has a story to tell. Let Fast Signs help you tell it using the right mix of visual communication solutions like signs, banners, digital displays, vehicle graphics, mobile marketing, and so much more. Give Fast Signs your business challenge and we'll come up with a plan to grow your business, reach more customers, and accomplish more than you ever thought possible. Fast Signs. More than fast, more than signs.
Fast Signs Texoma, located at 1916 North Grand Avenue in Sherman, 903-893-SIGN. Abby's Restaurant is family owned and run. They have the cure for all your home cooking cravings. Chicken fried steak, loaded baked potato, bacon patty melt, grilled chicken salad, cheese fries, jalapeno stuffed peppers, and more. Don't forget to save room for that cheesecake and cobbler with ice cream. We know you're going to love the food and the service. Abby's Restaurant in downtown Howe. They're open from 11 to 8, Monday through Saturday. Give them a call, 903-487-8860. Abby's Restaurant.
If you can't see the difference, why pay the difference? Switch to Dish for a great deal. Only Dish offers free HD for 24 months and premium movie channels free for 3 months, including Blockbuster at home. Save a bundle when you combine DishNet high-speed internet with your TV service. Get more for less with Dish. Visit Cavender Home Theater, your Dish authorized retailer, or call 903-892-3499 for details. CavenderHT.com.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium in Whitewright, Texas. Monty Walker along with Michael Mosier. It is 31-0, Howe in the lead and looking to clinch the playoffs tonight for the first time in 4 years. And it looks like they're well on their way. The Bulldogs started tonight with a 38, actually they started out on their own 38-yard line. On the very first play of the game, it was Stratton Carroll who went 62 yards on the initial play of the game to get us on the board, and Howe led 7-0 with 11:40 left to go in the first quarter. Whitewright took the ball, couldn't do much with it, had to punt. And then Howe took over. After that great punt that sent Howe back to the 1-yard line, 2 plays later, Joaquin Lopez scored from 97 yards, 1 yard shy of the school record. And that upped the score 14-0. Howe in the lead. And that was at the 7:06 point in the game. Whitewright then took the ball at the 31, couldn't do anything with it, actually turned the ball over on downs. Howe took the ball at the 47-yard line, at their own 47, with 4:57 left to go in the first quarter. And that's when Anthony Hawthorne raced 43 yards for Howe's third touchdown of the first quarter at the 3:22 mark. Whitewright took the ball back at 3:12 at their own 35-yard line, couldn't do anything with it, and gave it back to Howe after they turned it over on downs once again. Howe took it at their own 47-yard line, went into the second quarter during the drive, and it finally was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown by Anthony Hawthorne, his second of the night. That gave Howe a 28-0 lead with 6:05 left to go in the second quarter after the very, very long drive, very impressive drive. Whitewright took the ball at their own 34 at the 5:56 mark. They fumbled. Howe took it back at the 27-yard line and had 3:45 left to go on the clock. They took that almost the entire 3:45 as they took 3 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock, and Bryce Honecker kicked a 25-yard field goal to give Howe a 31-0 lead. And that's where we are at the half. Whitewright got it back with 40 seconds left before the half, but couldn't do anything with it. And that's where we are. 31-0, Howe in the lead at the half. The tunnels are being blown up, and the players are going to run through them here rather quickly. If we sound tonight like we're on AM radio, well, there's a reason for that. We had some audio difficulties as the board that we run all of our audio through fried when we plugged it in over here in this press box. I'm not sure if it was an outlet or what it was, but it blew up the board. So we will be back next week with a brand new audio board at Bulldog Stadium.
But we still sound good.
That's what I hear. I hear we still sound okay. But it is a little bit of KHOW tonight. AM radio. K-Howe. But we do apologize for the AM sounding sound tonight, but we will be back next week with the better audio equipment once. This is one thing we can count on from Bulldog Stadium. At least when we plug things in, it won't fry up on us.
Right. But hey, we are working the odds.
And very appreciative of the amenities here in Whitewright. They've treated us well. Really good people over here in the black and gold. And
just got to work on them numbers.
Yes, the jerseys are just like S&S from a week ago.
Yeah, well,
the numbers are the same color as the jerseys, and that just doesn't work very well. I don't care how hard you outline them; it's just not a real good idea.
Yeah, and we're not as far up as we were over at S&S, so if it's difficult here, it was bad. That's right.
Yes, it was. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back in just a moment, and when we come back, it'll be very close to the second half action. Howe leads 31-0. We're at the half. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
From my electro, they did the mash. They did the mon.
For my family, life is a series of celebrations, from my newest born cousin to my grandmother. We all partake in births, weddings, and funerals. Wherever we celebrate, we need to feel welcome. That's why we choose Scoggins Funeral Home in Howe. Scoggins Funeral Home understands our needs. Talk to the caring staff at Scoggins Funeral Home. Call 903-532-5577 or visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com.
GCEC Wireless, located in Van Alstyne off of Exit 51, can help you with all your Verizon wireless needs. They have a wide range of products and services, including smartphones, wireless home and mobile internet, wireless home phone service, and accessories. They're also your local DirecTV dealer. So come on by or call them at 903-712-2355. That's GCEC Wireless. And go Bulldogs!
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Monty Walker along with Michael Mosier and Stephen Braswell. And Braswell, our spotter, who is down on the field with the blow-up tunnel right now, as that's part of his duties with the Booster Club. But he sends us word from even doing his job way down there. It tells us that Portman will not be back tonight. As that's a big blow. Not sure whether that's precaution or whether there's an injury. We know he got hurt on the very first play of the game. Don't know the extent of the injury or what it even was, if there was one, but we know that he will not be back tonight. We'll probably get more word as Stephen Braswell comes back up here in a moment, but for now we know that Ty Portman will not be back in the game. As both teams make their way back out on the field to blow up the big tunnels that they run through, both very impressive. Whitewright has a tunnel that's almost as impressive as Howe's. It's the first one I've seen this year that is really comparable. All the other ones are little pup tents.
Yeah.
Howe has a really nice one. I'm going to thank Loretta Anderson from a few years back.
Whitewright's is a solid piece, I believe, where Howe's is two separate.
Okay.
You know, the head is separate from the back part of that tunnel. You take it apart and on the Bulldog tunnel anyway.
We are on Tiger Highway here, in Tiger territory. We have what? Whitewright, Trenton, and Leonard, all Tigers on this one row.
Yep.
Don't you think that they could come up with something else? When back in the day when they were all playing each other, hey, I'm going to be the Tiger. No, I'm the Tigers. No, I'm the Tigers. Who are we?
Yeah, you would have thought they would have come up with a few different names.
Personality disorder on Highway 11. Here's Honecker as we're ready for the second half. Pooch kick. It's going to be high. It's going to be taken and dropped at the 31-yard line and then recovered. And the ball carrier will make his way up to the 37-yard line.
That's Devlin Caraway.
Caraway, who was into the game earlier, into the football game, made one nice play on offense, but here the offense comes back out on the field for Whitewright. As remember, they deferred for the second half. Strangely deferred. Usually with teams with really great defenses defer to the second half, not the other way around. 1st and 10, Whitewright runs the option. Hosier, he gets it out to the 40 and will be brought down from behind. A nice play there to track down Hosier as Dalton Felder, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 8 after about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah,
2nd down for Whitewright.
I think it was Mike Heffenstall putting pressure on Shaw.
There's some more pressure on Shaw as he rolls out of the pocket, now slings it downfield. It's incomplete. The Bulldogs actually get on the football as if it was a fumble because it looked like he made the catch for just a nanosecond before he was popped. And the ball came out, but the officials quickly said it's incomplete, 3rd down and 8.
I think that pass was intended for Burke Hosier.
Third down and 8 as we understand that Portman may have a hip injury again. Here's Hosier running on the left side and nowhere to go. Brought down. It'll be 4th and long and time to punt for S&S. For S&S. Here I am back in S&S. Whitewright.
Andrew Griffin made a stop.
No gain on the play. Bring up a 4th down for the Tigers.
So it'll be punt time. As we're now in the 3rd quarter, I will update our screen. So doing the punt chores for Whitewright will be Dylan Kendrick. Hawthorne back deep. It is a wobbly short kick, going to bounce at the 32. Roll. Hawthorne thought about picking it up, but he let it go. And it will roll dead inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line, and that's where Howe will take over on their next possession. First possession of the second half for Howe. Remember when Howe's first play of the first half resulted in a 62-yard touchdown by Stratton Carroll. 10-14 on the 3rd quarter clock. Here is a handoff up the middle, and that is going to be Hawthorne for about 5 or 6 yards. They'll make his way up to the 22-yard line. Call it 6 yards on 1st down.
Kelby Shaw made the stop for the Tigers.
2nd down for the Bulldogs.
So a nice 6-yard run on 1st down there, and Hawthorne just chews up yards. So electrifying. Hartsfield makes his way to the line of scrimmage. Joaquin Lopez goes under center, handoff on the reverse to the right side, and that is Stratton Carroll, who had lots of room to run but was shoestring tripped after picking up a 1st down at the 32-yard line.
Michael Gonzalez in on the stop.
And if it wasn't for Michael Gonzalez, Stratton Carroll would have had another huge run.
Yes, sir, you would.
As the Bulldogs will break the huddle now on 1st and 10 after the 1st down run by Carroll. And this will be a Handoff up the middle, I presume, to Hawthorne. As this slot T, as I was talking to Coach Dale West at the Harvest Fest on Sunday. Oh, there's a late flag that comes in. There's another late flag that comes in.
How many's going to play his pocket? Because the same ref threw two.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
Getting back to the slot T offense, talking to Coach West, it's just, he commented on our broadcast, liked our broadcast, and I told him it's just really hard to tell who has the ball a lot of times because of the misdirection. And he pointed out that that's a great thing, that they don't really want to know who has the ball. That's the idea behind it, and they do that well. We're sorting out the flags here. Looks like unsportsmanlike conduct. One on Howe, one on Whitewright, and then an additional one. No, I take that back. That's offsetting penalties. One on each side. Right. So it'll be 1st and 10 after the run. And the ball will rest at the 42-yard line. Again, audio problems here in Whitewright. It sounds like KHOW, old AM radio. We apologize. We will have a brand new board next week as ours fried when we plugged it into the wall.
And it's unusual. I've only done it for 9 weeks, but where's my headset?
I know. It's really a strange feeling. Man in motion, handoff Carroll, right side again. He hops over the defender, and he'll gain about 6-7 yards out, just shy of midfield to the 47-yard line. Moving right to left is Howe here in the third quarter. One Bulldog slow to get up, holding his left knee. I hope that's not Carroll, and I believe it is. That's not good, as Howe trying to clinch the playoffs here for the first time in 4 years, and definitely don't need their starting slot back out. We're going to take a quick timeout as Carroll is down 31-0. Howe in the lead. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
Think back to the best fried pie you've ever had. It won't compare to Sweetie Pies in Van Alstyne. They have handmade apricot, apple, peach, buttermilk, chocolate, coconut, and lemon fried pies that melt in your mouth. Located at 120 South Main Street in Van Alstyne on the east side of downtown. Give them a call at 903-712-PIES. That's 903-712-7437. Sweetie Pies can also make custom Howe cookies, muffins, and other baked goods.
It's way too hot for your vehicle's AC to go out. Head over to 4A Automotive in Howe for their special air conditioning service checkup for just $39.95. For over 10 years, they've provided the most reliable and dependable service and repairs in the area. 4A Automotive is a bumper-to-bumper service shop. They do it all, from autos to diesels, and they're front-end specialists too. So call 4A Automotive today at 903-546-0024. They're located 4 miles east of Howe at the corner of FM 902 and Luella Road.
I guess relatively good news for the Howe Bulldogs as Stratton Carroll is walking off. Doesn't seem to be favoring either leg, so that's pretty good news for the Bulldogs. It'll be second down and about 6, maybe 5 here.
Yeah, I think when Whitewright made the stop, somebody may have got him, come in right in low, right there at his knee, and kind of flipped him end over.
I'm just about ready for the next play. The officials blew their whistles.
Don't look at it like that.
We still don't know exactly what they're talking about. All the officials are trying to figure something out. And now they will.
Injury number 7.
Oh, looks like there was possibly an injury to Delvin Caraway on the field, but here we go. Second down and 5. Handoff left side. And that is Hawthorne, and he will gain a couple, maybe 3 yards, bring up third and short, third and about 3, as the ball is just short of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, I think everybody seems to be, they have that blood rule. Looks like maybe he might have had a scratch on the elbow or something that they had to tape up.
7:33 on the third quarter clock. Howe kind of taking their time now. Normally a very quick hurry-up offense, but leading 31-0, not in any great hurry. This will be a handoff to Tyler Grisham coming near side, and he will bang enough for the first down and get his way past the 50 to the 45-yard line in Whitewright territory.
Christian Martinez, almost messed that one up. But I caught myself.
Good thing I'm recording this.
Right.
I've got lots of those to put together. That may take me a full day.
It might.
And it'll be a fun day.
Hey, that's Davis right there. I can read that one.
There'll be a handoff to Brandon Wall on the reverse coming on the far side. Unlike Stratton Carroll, he doesn't have a lot of room to run. Wall hit behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 2 yards. It'll be second down and about 12 for the Howe Bulldogs. Moving right to left inside Whitewright territory at the 47-yard line. 6:20 on the clock and rolling. Howe looking to get a treat tonight and not tricked on Halloween night. The Bulldogs are 3-5 overall on Halloween night. Here's a handoff Grisham, and he will bear crawl his way for about 4 yards to the 43-yard line. And again, a 3rd and 7 situation for Howe.
3rd and 8 for the Bulldogs.
Austin Powell coming up on the stop for Whitewright. It'll be 3rd down and 8. How are we doing on scores?
I can't get mine to come up.
We need to check our scores here pretty soon. Here's a handoff up the middle. Hawthorne keeps his feet going, and he somehow falls forward for a first down.
You know, I can't ever keep up. I gotta get.
Hawthorne just never quit moving his feet, kept going forward, and he dove forward. If he could have kept his feet, he somehow would have came out of that and scored.
Yeah, I'm looking back here still. 14-7 Gunner over S&S, and 14-12 at halftime Tom Bean over Leonard.
Wow. That would be a shocker. First
Yes,
and
it
10.
would.
Brandon Wall in motion. Here's a handoff to Tyler Grisham. Running over the left side, met immediately. Not much doing there. Maybe 3 yards. Grisham running hard though tonight, not tippy-toeing. And he does gain 3 yards. It'll be second down and 7, a short 7, maybe 6.5.
Reuben Cano and Delvin Caraway and Kent Haskett in on the stop.
Kent Haskett, whose mother was a Howe High School graduate.
That's right. That's right.
Tina McLean, now Tina McLean Haskett. I saw him earlier, and I saw Otis McLean in the stands, and I informed them that they were sitting on the wrong side. They informed me that they have a grandson, which is more important. Here's a handoff coming to the near side, and look out. Lots of room. Brandon Wall to the 10, to the 5, and his touchdown time in Texas. Adding to the scoreboard is Brandon Wall from 34 yards out. And Howe ups the lead 37-0, awaiting the PAT. Brandon Wall, his first touchdown of the season. Came in tonight with 1 carry, -2 yards.
Woo.
Add to that tonight.
That's right. Good for him.
Very impressive drive also. 84-yard drive for Howe. Honaker's PAT is up, and it is good.
You know, there's a flag on the far side.
Well, everybody's running off. Looks like it's going to be declined. 38-0, Howe in the lead. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprises.com.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic and Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only. where you get great food and big smiles. And a little message for all our Howe football players: go Bulldogs, fight, Bulldogs win, win, win. 'Cause it's not just good, it's Sonic good.
You're invited to the one and only Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Buck Snort Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnortbarbecue.com. That's bucksnortbbq.com. Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. A short pooch kick going to be taken by an up man from Whitewright, who's immediately hit and brought down at the 36-yard line. And Whitewright will start right there on their second possession of the second half.
Andrew Griffin made the stop for the Bulldogs. Delvin Caraway was the receiver.
3:14 on the third quarter clock. Howe leading 38-0 as Whitewright comes back out on the field. Moving left to right, their second possession in the second half. Have yet to put any points on the board, trailing 38-0. Not even a serious threat, really. The Howe defense is playing great. And the offensive lineman, the left tackle for Whitewright, will jump off sides there. It looks like it's going to be Kelby Shaw. He's 5'9", 195, and a senior, and just moved too quickly, and he'll back it up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 now for Whitewright. Again, my apologies for our AM audio sounding broadcast. We had issues with our board. We'll be back next week with a new board. This is Shaw running around the left side. A pretty good gain there of about 9 yards. With the penalty, however, will not be close to the first down. It's still going to be lacking about 6 yards for the first, but he does cross the 40-yard line to the 42, and it'll be 2nd down and 5. A very manageable 2nd down and 5 situation for Whitewright.
Quentin Harris running him out of bounds.
Easton Ross, the cornerback, to the near side. 3 receivers to the near side. Shaw drops back, wants to throw. Throws it, and it's a great defensive play by the Bulldogs. That is Michael Kerr, who was right there to make the pop on the receiver as soon as he caught the ball. As soon as the ball touched his hands, Kerr popped him, and the ball came right out. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Jacob Pleasant, the intended receiver. Noticed Michael Gonzalez for the Tigers that made that impressive stop down here. We'll get back to that in just a second.
There's Shaw running for his life to the right side and brought down for a sack behind the 30-yard line.
Jacob Taylor.
5'10", 190-pound freshman was right in the face of Shaw and brought him down right behind the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll actually say somehow that the ball is going to be spotted at the 33-yard line. I don't know how that happened, because Shaw was brought down behind the 30. The ball rests at the 33. Punt time, because it's 4th down, and Kendrick's punt is going to be a off the side of the foot, near-sided punt that rolls about 10 yards past the 25-yard line to the 22, and that's where Howe will take over for their second possession of the second half.
Back to what I was talking about, Michael Gonzalez in on that last defensive series for the Tigers, made a stop on that far side and come off, and he's got his helmet off, and looks like he's not going back into the game tonight.
Ball rests at the 23-yard line in Whitewright in Howe territory, Howe's own territory. So 77 yards away from pay dirt, and the way this night goes, you need to keep up with that, because Howe can break one and go at any moment. Tom Bean now has extended their lead over Whitewright over Leonard 21-12. As Hawthorne will take the carry over left guard for maybe about, it's actually going to be a loss on the play.
About 8 seconds left in the third quarter.
That will be the end of the third quarter. Howe in the lead, 38-0. We'll be back with more Howe Bulldogs football on HoweEnterprise.com.
The Howe Athletic Booster Club invites you to become a supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
The type of kids we have, they're just hard workers and do anything you ask.
Memberships are $25 and will be available at all home games. All proceeds benefit high school and middle school athletic programs. Please join the Howe Athletic Booster Club in our efforts to support our hometown kids.
When people come here, you know, it's something they can be proud of.
The Howe Enterprise has served Howe as the hometown news since 1963. Since then, the Bulldogs have won 8 district, 7 by-district, 3 area championships, and 1 regional title. We've seen 14 different head coaches during that time. The Howe Enterprise has been with the Bulldogs for 51 years. We were there when the Pride of Howe won 3 band state championships. HoweEnterprise.com publishes weekly on Mondays.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Monty Walker along with Michael Mosier, Stephen Braswell. The ball will be flipped to the other side as Howe will now be moving left to right. And the ball is resting at the 21-yard line. What a shocking score that we have in Leonard tonight.
And
wow, this is going to be a very big loss for Howe. Hawthorne will get the carry, and he goes straight back to about, well, looks like they're going to spot it at about the 20. So about a 4-yard loss.
Maybe we're getting distorted images from the glass. Some of these officials have made some calls and you just go, really?
Timeout on the field. We'll take 1-2. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
Carrie's Coffee Company in historic downtown Van Alstyne, next to the post office, is the new upscale coffee shop serving Van Alstyne, Howe, and surrounding areas. Carrie's Coffee Company offers a wide variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages and baked goods. Come visit Carrie's Coffee Company in downtown Van Alstyne, next to the post office, and mention this ad and get 50% off your first beverage. Open Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 7 a.m. on Saturdays. Carrie's Coffee Company is Texas quality.
Your business has a story to tell. Let Fast Signs help you tell it using the right mix of visual communication solutions like signs, banners, digital displays, vehicle graphics, mobile marketing, and so much more. Give Fast Signs your business challenge and we'll come up with a plan to grow your business, reach more customers, and accomplish more than you ever thought possible. Fast Signs. More than fast, more than signs.
Fast Signs Texoma, located at 1916 North Grand Avenue in Sherman, 903-893-SIGN.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Monty Walker along with Michael Mosier and Stephen Braswell as Tyler Grisham will roll forward and run to the left side. Pick up about 7 yards up to the 30-yard line, but 4th down will bring up punt time for Howe.
Delvin Caraway made the stop.
And Howe will punt for the first time tonight, as Overby will stand at the 16-yard line. It's a high, wobbly kick, going to be taken at the 35-yard line, and falling down to make the catch is, I believe that's Kendall Shaw. Shaw was the individual who made the catch, but he fell down trying to make that catch at the 34-yard line, and that's where Whitewright will take over here in the 4th quarter with 10:31 left to go before this one's over. That was a brand new backfield, by the way, on the last offensive play for Howe, as into the game was Andrew Griffin and Tyler Grisham in the backfield. our spotter, Stephen Braswell, called it. He said, "Isn't that enough for Hawthorne?" Apparently, Coach Hudson thought the same thing. Here's Shaw rolling near side, wanting to throw down the field, and the catch is made at the 45-yard line. I believe that's Jacob Pleasant on the catch, and that will be pretty close to a first down, maybe a yard short. No, it is going to be a first down. That moves the sticks at the 44-yard line. 9:55 and rolling. Whitewright moving right to left. Shaw in shotgun formation. One man beside him is Hosier. He picks up the block, a great block it is, and Shaw will throw deep down the field. It'll be incomplete. Easton Ross in coverage, and Anthony Hawthorne back there in coverage as well, and that will bring up second down and 10.
Jacob Taylor and Mike Heppenstall have played excellent football game tonight. Jacob Taylor has played like he's on fire.
You know, the future's bright for the Howe defense. That's for sure. Lots of freshmen and sophomores playing on that side of the ball. Shaw is going to fake the hand to Hosier and now throws it back. That was close to a forward pass past the line of scrimmage. Actually, I guess he was well behind the line of scrimmage, but he flips it out to his receiver, and he'll be stopped immediately.
Nick Wilson, Tyler Davies, Dylan Rowe, Andrew Griffin. The list just goes on.
It was a 3-yard gain, and Whitewright will face a 3rd and 7 here as Shaw looks right side, wants to throw, has his man, and it's caught, shaking one defender, but can't shake that last defender. And brought down right at the line of scrimmage, brings up a 4th down and 7 situation.
Anthony Hawthorne in on the stop. Slow getting up.
Looks like Hosier was the intended receiver. Hawthorne is down. And this might be a extended timeout. We will take a timeout as well. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football. Everybody take a deep breath, say a prayer. Back in a moment.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Abby's Restaurant is family owned and run. They have the cure for all your home cooking cravings. Chicken fried steak, loaded baked potato, bacon patty melt, grilled chicken salad, cheese fries, jalapeno stuffed peppers, and more. Don't forget to save room for that cheesecake and cobbler with ice cream. We know you're going to love the food and the service. Abby's Restaurant in downtown Howe. They're open from 11 to 8, Monday through Saturday. Give them a call, 903-487-8860. Abby's Restaurant.
If you can't see the difference, why pay the difference? Switch to Dish for a great deal. Only Dish offers free HD for 24 months and premium movie channels free for 3 months, including Blockbuster at home. Save a bundle when you combine DishNet high-speed internet with your TV service. Get more for less with Dish. Visit Cavender Home Theater, your Dish authorized retailer, or call 903-892-3499 for details. CavenderHT.com.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Monty Walker along with Michael Mosier and Stephen Braswell. Hawthorne got up, walked right off. He's good. Toss out left side. Hosier's got it. Gets a great block and is going to be brought down at the 40-yard line. I believe that is Kerr. And that'll be good enough for a first down, however. Nice gain there. Probably the biggest run of the night for Whitewright. And they will have a new set of downs at the Howe 40-yard line. 7:46 and rolling here in the 4th quarter. All over Whitewright, 38-0. 2 receivers to either side. Hosier in the backfield along with Shaw. Shaw's going to run that way. And under pressure, fires it out, goes right in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. I believe that was Blake Henderson. It wasn't, however. It's going to be Hunter Slow, the intended receiver. Bring up second down and 10.
Thank goodness for binoculars.
Yes, because those Whitewright numbers are impossible. Shaw rolling near side. Wants to throw deep down the field. Airs it out. rolls off the tip of his fingers, and it falls incomplete because Levi Merzinski was right there to pick it off. It was right in his lap. But Levi let it hit the ground at about the 15-yard line.
This is hard to, about the same time. About the same time last week.
Well, it was right before the half last week.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was. I was thinking it was right before the end of the game. It was right before half.
Poor Levi. He's had 2 shots the past 2 weeks.
That's okay. One of he's gonna get it.
He'll get it.
And when he gets it, he'll just take it on to the house.
It'll be in a big playoff game. How about that?
There you go.
3rd down and 10. Shaw rolling right side, throws it on the run, and it is incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
It will bring up a 4th down. Trying to hit Jacob Pleasant on the far side, and we have another injured Bulldog down on the field.
60.
And this is going to be
60.
that is Joel Minivar, who is rolling around in extreme pain at the 38-yard line. We'll take a quick timeout. Back in a moment with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
From my Electro. They did the mash. They did the mon.
For my family, life is a series of celebrations, from my newest born cousin to my grandmother. We all partake in births, weddings, and funerals. Wherever we celebrate, we need to feel welcome. That's why we choose Scoggins Funeral Home in Howe. Scoggins Funeral Home understands our needs. Talk to the caring staff at Scoggins Funeral Home. Call 903-532-5577 or visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com.
GCEC Wireless, located in Van Alstyne off of Exit 51, can help you with all your Verizon wireless needs. They have a wide range of products and services, including smartphones, wireless home and mobile internet, wireless home phone service, and accessories. They're also your local DirecTV dealer. So come on by or call them at 903-712-2355. That's GCEC Wireless. And go Bulldogs!
Not good for the Howe Bulldogs, as Joel Minivar being helped off and not putting much weight at all on that right leg. Howe's already lost the nose guard, Stump Matthews, and now that would be a huge blow. Austin Bearden still in at nose guard, and here's Shaw. Rolling out right side, wants to throw the home run ball deep down the field. Easton Ross is right there, and it falls incomplete. Ross just mistimed it a little bit, came up a little bit too far. He had the ball played very well, but it just falls incomplete.
Pass intended for Blake Henderson.
And the ball will turn over on down. So Howe now will have the football at their own 40-yard line, leading 38-0 with 6:32 left to go in the game. And lots of new faces into the game on offense. We'll try to give you as many as we can. Tyler Grisham still into the game. Brandon Wall, the slot back. And it'll be Andrew Griffin playing the role of Anthony Hawthorne, and he gets to carry here and gains 7 yards. And 2nd down and 4. As Andrew Griffin, the younger brother of Garrett Griffin, and Garrett holds the single game rushing record for Howe at 310 yards in a game right here at Whitewright.
Right here, and it was mist and rain.
Here is Grisham, who will get the carry and really fall forward and push his way to the 1st down marker. It's going to be very close. Ball's right at the 50. The nose of the football is touching the 50. The official comes in and says move the chain, so they will. It'll be a new fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, clock rolling. 5:17 left to go in this football game. Howe leading 38-0. Tom Bean and Leonard still battling it out. 3rd quarter score we have is Tom Bean on top, 21-19. That was with 2:45 left to go in the 3rd. That would be quite the shocker if Tom Bean comes out with the win over Leonard. We'll see. First and 10. Lopez hands off and hit immediately. Nothing doing there. Griffin brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Actually, they'll only give him a loss of 1 to the 49-yard line.
Delvin Caraway and Kelby Shaw on the stop. Yeah, the night Garrett broke that, or set that record for Howe. It was misting rain and cool. Actually, it was quite cold that night, really. It misted rain all day.
Dylan Moreau into the game. And Caleb Ake will bring in the play. Lopez still at quarterback. As Moreau will take the place of Tyler Grisham. Here's a handoff to Griffin. And he punishes a defender inside Whitewright territory to the 46-yard line. Nice gain of 5 yards on first down by the youngster. Griffin is a 5'9", 180-pound freshman. Several freshmen on this varsity football team as the future looks very, very bright. This kind of reminds me of the early days of Coach Jim Fryer back in the early 80s when you could see things were about to happen in the next few years. And I think the Bulldogs are just about on pace here to set something up really good for the next 4, 5, 6 years.
Yeah. Did I just see Elvis walk by? I think I did.
Handoff Moreau, left side, good for 3. I've seen more. There's some kind of turtle thing.
Yeah, we got a ninja here in front of us. A ninja turtle.
We've seen, still the worst one was the scarecrow. That one's just freaky. There's somebody dressed up as a tiger.
Hey, there is.
Oh wait, that's their mascot. There, yeah, that's Elvis in a Whitewright band costume, I believe.
Yes.
Or maybe it's just a Whitewright band student. Fourth down for the Bulldogs and about 3 yards here. Lopez under center. And they will give to Brandon Wall coming on the reverse, that Stratton Carroll reverse, and it will not be enough for the first down as Whitewright will take over. And turnover on downs for Howe. And Whitewright will take over with 2:27 left to go in the game with the ball at their own 40, that's actually the 42-yard line.
Dylan Kendrick made the stop for the Tigers.
Last day of October, no more pink pom-poms and pink socks on the kids. That'll go away for 11 months. Only to be brought out of the closet. And we'll have the youth football Pepto kids again in October. First and 10. And this is going to be Shaw running right up the middle. And he's got some room, and then it closes quickly. Down by Quentin Harris. Dylan Moreau also there. It'll be second down and 6 after the 4-yard gain. There is 1:54 and rolling here in the football game. It's all over but the crying. Howe leading 38-0. Shotgun for Shaw, 2 receivers right. This will be a handoff up the middle as Whitewright's ready to get this game over with too. They're just running the football, running the clock. It'll be third down. There is 1 minute and 27 delicious seconds awaiting the Howe Bulldogs and their separation from the playoffs for 4 years. Mathematically, you cannot eliminate the Howe Bulldogs anymore. Shaw coming near side, wanting to throw this time, throws it down the field. It's caught. Nice catch at the 46-yard line.
Austin Powell.
Powell makes the catch. Quentin Harris there in coverage, and he'll knock him out of bounds to conveniently stop the clock at 55 seconds. It'll be a new set of downs for Whitewright, moving right to left. First and 10. Whitewright owned this series, 24 wins and 15 losses, or for Howe, 15 losses. Here's a handoff to Hosier on the right side. He's got the first down and more, a 15-yard gain to the 30-yard line. But Whitewright led the series 24-15. They will lead it 24-16 now. And the Dogs have now won 5 in a row over Whitewright going back to 2008. Here's Shaw running to the near side, wants to throw on the run. The ball falls out of his hands, and it's a very wobbly, very terrible throw. And Leonard has now gone ahead of Tom Beam, 27-21, as they enter the fourth quarter. 2 seconds left on the clock here. Howe's about to be winners of this game, and 3-1 in district, 5-4 overall, and in the playoffs for the first time since that very, very good 2010 team. Pottsboro over Pilot Point 15-7. Pottsboro can play some football. Shaw on the last play of the game rolls right, under pressure, now just heaves it. It's going to be caught by, I believe that's Hosier, running to the near side. He's got the 25 and brought down at the 21-yard line after some very excited fans on the near side thought something might happen for Whitewright. But Howe, your Bulldogs are in the playoffs for the first time since 2010. Tip your hat to Coach Hudson, who moves to 8-11 in his second year. Things have turned around in a hurry for the Howe Bulldogs as they are kissing the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. We'll take a quick timeout, be back in a moment with a 38-0 win at Whitewright on HoweEnterprise.com.
Think back to the best fried pie you've ever had. It won't compare to Sweetie Pies in Van Alstyne. They have handmade apricot, apple, peach, buttermilk, chocolate, coconut, and lemon fried pies that melt in your mouth. Located at 120 South Main Street in Van Alstyne on the east side of downtown. Give them a call at 903-712-PIES. That's 903-712-7437. Sweetie Pies can also make custom Howe cookies, muffins, and other baked goods.
It's way too hot for your vehicle's AC to go out. Head over to 4A Automotive in Howe for their special air conditioning service checkup for just $39.95. For over 10 years, they've provided the most reliable and dependable service and repairs in the area. 4A Automotive is a bumper-to-bumper service shop. They do it all, from autos to diesels, and they're front-end specialists too. So call 4A Automotive today at 903-546-0024. They're located 4 miles east of Howe at the corner of FM 902 and Luella Road.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium in Whitewright, Texas. It's the Battle of the School Songs. And Howe with the victory and their fight song on the far side. They are in the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. And it's something to celebrate around Howe, Texas. It's been a while. 2010 and before that 2004. And there are some records that will probably be broken when Howe gets into the playoffs, as far as rushing records and things of that sort. But a 38-0 win over Whitewright tonight in very impressive fashion, starting right out of the gate. A 62-yard touchdown from Stratton Carroll on the very first play of the game gave Howe a 7-0 lead. Whitewright took the ball at their own 36 and then had to punt. It was a very nice punt that took Howe back to the 1-yard line. That's when Joaquin Lopez, 2 plays later, went 97 yards on the second longest run in school history and upped the score 14-0 at the 7-minute mark in the first quarter. Whitewright took the ball back at their own 31-yard lines and turned it over on downs. Howe took it over at the 47 with 4:57 left on the clock. Anthony Hawthorne scored his first touchdown of the night, 43 yards. And that gave Howe the early 21-0 lead with 3:22 left to go in the first quarter. Whitewright took the ball back, stumbled out of the blocks again at the 3:12 mark, turned the ball over on downs to Howe at the 47-yard line with 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. That drive entered the second quarter. It took forever, an impressive 53-yard drive that Anthony Hawthorne scored from 1 yard out. His second of the game. That gave Howe a 28-0 lead with 6:05 left to go in the second quarter. Whitewright got the ball back at their own 34-yard line at the 5:56 mark. They fumbled, which gave the ball right back to Howe at their own 27. Bryce Honecker ended up capping off that impressive drive. with a 25-yard field goal to up the Howe lead 31-0 with 46 seconds left to go before the half. Whitewright got it back, couldn't do anything with it before the half. We entered the third quarter. Whitewright had the ball after they strangely deferred on the coin toss after winning the coin toss. They couldn't do anything with the ball in the first drive. That gave Howe the ball at the 16-yard line. They had the most impressive drive of the night, which went 84 yards and was capped off with a 34-yard touchdown by Brandon Wall to give us our final score of the night, 38-0. Each team kind of just killed the clock from there on out, punts and turnover on downs, and Whitewright comes up a little bit empty tonight. Howe comes up big as they really make a statement as they capture a playoff berth and are kind of cruising their way through District 5-3A now. Other than Gunner, it's been blowing the doors off of people. And the score last week wasn't close as the score indicated, 49-33. Howe steamrolled S&S. It wasn't really even that close, but a couple of miscues right before the half gave S&S a score that they normally probably shouldn't have. And of course, Howe setting all kinds of offensive records against Tom Bean. It just seems like things are starting to really move here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're moving in a good direction, a direction I haven't seen since 2010.
It's been a while.
So, and that was a fantastic group in 2010. And
well, that was a great football team.
It was. You had Casey Davis, Cody Mercer,
Chase Fountain.
So they were a wild bunch, and this bunch here is just as good.
Yeah, offensively, they're completely opposites. Howe was a spread offense then, and Chase Fountain threw the ball all over the place. And this is a very, very different type of team that just runs the football. Howe does not want to throw it at all. And matter of fact, this is the second straight shutout that Howe's had over Whitewright. Last year, 31-0. And before that, you had to go back to 1998 when Howe shut out Whitewright 55-0 at Bulldogs Stadium that night. So impressive both offensively and defensively for the Bulldogs. And I'm looking forward to the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's say, we were talking, what direction we'll go.
Yeah, I believe we are headed. Well, I don't want to speak too soon.
We'll see.
We will bring it up. You'll know on Monday when the Howe Enterprise comes out.
We'll have a good time.
Well, for everyone who's been a part of this one,
and strange it was.
And in next week we will have our customary board back, and we will not be sounding like AM radio. For everyone who's been a part of this one, including Stephen Braswell, Michael Mosier, I'm Monty Walker. So long, everybody.
You've been listening to Howe Bulldogs Football. Howe Bulldogs Football has been brought to you by
Abby's Restaurant, GCEC Wireless, Scoggins Funeral Home, Bucksnort Barbecue, Cavender Home Theater, SAP Consulting, Sweetie Pies,
Fast Signs, Kiri's Coffee Company,
4A Automotive, and Sonic.
He pushes his way in. It is touchdown time in Texas for the first time in the 2014 season.
Take me away, I don't mind, but you better